Going to be another warm one today. Here, got a big box. Well, somewhat of a big box. Check it out. So, little story behind this. Took me 4 years to find these things at a reasonable price. So, as far as rarity goes, this is it. I will say that if you were to buy each one of these brand new, they would be $753, and that's direct from the Spicer website, who's the manufacturer of these. However, I got these from an individual who has a bunch more. His name is Mike Cunningham. I'm going to leave a link to his Facebook profile. This is how he wants to sell them. You have to PM him to purchase them. I don't know how many he has, but he says he wants to clear out some shelf space. So when I unbox this and you see these, you're going to want to, if you're the first person watching this video, you don't want to hesitate, because I'm telling you, these things are hard to find. Anyhow, let's get this unboxed and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Before I get started, I wanted to give a huge shout out to the Call Me Colt YouTube channel. He sent me a bunch of these banjo bolt bonded seal washers. I've got enough plus some spares to do plenty of what I'm trying to do. So he's got an eBay store as well to purchase these. I don't know how many he has. Alternatively, you could message him. I will try to leave links in the description for all of this. Anyhow, let's get this opened and I'll show you what we're working with. So, I'm sure you guys know what these are. They're the newer style of CTIS assemblies with a banjo bolt. These were removed from NOS crated wheel and tire assemblies. These are in fantastic shape. And there's quite a few of them in here. So we'll just go ahead and take everything out. Styrofoam, not my favorite. Are you guys counting with me? So what do we got here? 4, 8, minus one of the... He included this just because one of the hoses on here had a scratch on it, so he just included an extra one. Yeah, I think that's all we got in there. So basically what my plans are to go through all of the tire assemblies, including the spare and the trailer. So I think I'm going to start with the spare, then do the trailer, and then do the truck. And we're just going to go through and replace all of the ratty old hoses that are cracking or torn, because it's at a point now where I just don't have a choice anymore. I have to change this stuff out. I'm not going to do a time lapse on that. I did that on one of the previous CTIS videos. if you want to see how that works, I am going to replace every single banjo bolt, bonding washer, and hopefully this will be the last of having to go through and fix these things and having problems with the CTIS. But anyhow, let's get started. All right, guys, as you can see here, I went through and changed everything over to the newer style hoses. These things are nice. They're pretty much brand new, unused. I even did the trailer and the spare. So when I changed these out, I had another one built and ready to go. So I would just swap it, and I'm going to start the truck and let everything air up and make sure the CTIS system works. And then I'll put the armor back on, and then we should be done. Now I have some spare parts. This pile is spoken for. You want to stay tuned to Call Me Colt's YouTube channel. He may be doing some sort of an educational video or something like that on rebuilding these. Most of these are good. I think there's one in here that needs the diaphragm replaced, but that was the one that was giving me a problem. But I mean, if you look for these fittings, these are like 50 bucks a piece right now, and there's 7 of them, brand new. And then also I've got all the used components and whatnot. So I'm gonna work out a deal with him. I have some spare parts to keep on the truck, so in case anything else fails, I've got these set aside. So let's start the truck up. And okay guys, I aired down to cross-country mode, and now we're airing back up to highway. I want to make sure that everything's working the way it's supposed to. On a side note, some of you were asking me about the CTIS overspeed light that flashes while I'm driving. So what that is this is a wrecker CTIS controller that pumps the tires up to a higher pressure. So the highway mode is like 83.5, cross country is like 60, sand is like 40 or something like that. I can't remember the exact numbers, but this particular controller pumps the tires up to a different pressure, and there we go. It looks like we got our highway pressure back, and everything's working normal. But the difference between this and your standard, 55, 35, 25 pressure controller is that I believe this one utilizes a different speed sensor on the wrecker or the MRAP, and that's why you get a CTIS overspeed light that flashes. So it's normal. I've been driving like that for almost 4 years now. Nothing's gonna happen. You just have to be aware that, like, if you're in sand mode, for me, I know if I hit like 28 miles per hour in sand mode, because I have larger tires and different gearing, it's gonna try to pump the tires back up to highway. So as long as I stay below the 28 mile per hour threshold, it's not a big deal. And I believe the other 2 modes are 38 miles per hour, but don't quote me on that. It's all based on the speed sensor and the gearing and all that stuff. So anyhow, some of you were asking me about that. It looks like we've got good pressure and the CTIS is working, so I'm going to go back outside and put all the armor back on. Okay guys, like that, everything is back to normal. I got all the armor covers back on. The spare was pretty easy to do. I had to tilt the cab, and I had the wheel at an angle that I could get to it, so no big deal there. I put the spares that I have in storage on the truck. This is not the last CTIS video, by the way. I found the pressure protection valve, and it's in stock at a reasonable price. So the next video you're going to see is going to have to do with that, and I will go through that and show you guys how to replace it. It's just one last piece of the system that I haven't replaced, and it's finicky, so I want to get it out of the loop that the truck utilizes for the CTIS. But other than that, I think that's probably going to be it. Once again, remember, I am going to leave a link to Michael Cunningham's Facebook profile. And when he sends me a message that says I'm out, I don't have any more left, I'm going to take that link down. So if you guys want some of these NOS CTIS assemblies, you're definitely going to want to hit him up. And he's selling them for a very reasonable price. But other than that, I think that's probably going to be it. Like I said, one more CTIS video coming up for the pressure protection valve. And then I don't know where we're going to go from there as far as the videos go. I think there's probably going to be some Adventures with Abel episodes coming up. Rusty may or may not have a new home, but it's kind of up in the air right now. Winter season is coming up and people are looking for snowcats, and there's some interest. So nothing's set in stone yet. I haven't even tested him since we put the Allison in and foam filled the rest of his tires, but I mean, sometimes that's how things go. If somebody wants something, they're going to pay for it. So, but other than that, I hope you guys are staying safe. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, take care, and I will catch you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.